as someone who's been an activist on the ground here, I'd always been thinking about creative ways for us to meet some of the challenges that Black folks were experiencing in Pittsburgh. And so when I started to really learn about cooperatives and the cooperative business model, I was really excited because I saw it as really an avenue in which a lot of needs and problems could be addressed in that way. So for me, I was just really excited about ways that we could solve some of our own problems by using cooperative strategies. Ujamaa is the fourth principle of the African American holiday Kwanzaa, and it simply means cooperative economics, right? And there's a mantra that goes with that, and it means to build our own shop stores and other businesses and to profit from them together. It's about shared work and shared wealth. There's an obligation to generosity, really create relationships that are mutually beneficial, right? And then also it's about leaning into our cultural knowledge.
So for us, I think what makes us different is we have that 100% focus on Afrikaner artists and artisans. We differentiate ourselves from other makers by the relationships that we have. That by itself is what makes Ujamaa Collective the collective that it is. These are individuals that have great talents, gifts, and skills, but they couldn't make it in other markets because the doors are closed. If women have careers that are outside of their talents, when will they find the time? So Ujamaa is that segue that allows her to do her career over here, but then we can support her in developing her business even further. My experience was simply the love of everything of African descent, the beauty, the energy that it has. So for me personally, I was drawn to Ujamaa just that way. I wanted to be a supporter of the workers, of the artists, of the artisans. And because I live in this community, it was important for me to become a part of something that was right here.
I visited Ujamaa a few years back. When they were smaller, they served as a catalyst for African American sisters to be a part of a very important platform to get your products the exposure that it needed. It made me excited because I knew I needed that exposure, and I knew that it would give me the way to produce my products on their platform. When I came in to actually see the store, I met with Miss Frankie. She took me through the store and she explained how the store was ran, which actually made me more excited to be a part of such a wonderful sisterhood. She embraced my products, she displayed it well, and that increasingly, got me very excited, to say the least, to be a part of this.
For us, it's about asking those really critical questions. Who's making our things? Who is benefiting from this exchange? And oftentimes, the folks who are doing the creative work, the making production work of something, are not getting paid fairly, are not being valued for their creativity. And so for us, it's about putting ourselves in those shoes, and specifically as Black folks in America and dealing with a lot of issues around inequality, we recognize that in many scenarios, right, whether it's a Black person in the Hill District or a Black person in Ghana or, whatever person of color in any other part of the world, that a lot of the same issues and a lot of the same conditions, we actually are sharing them. And so when we talk about a community of practice, we're talking about us being conscientious about how we involve ourselves inside of this system. I oftentimes encourage anybody who comes to work here or even volunteer here to use their own leadership. We really try to operate out of a set of principles that honors everybody's ability to make good decisions, that offers trust to folks from the door, right? Like when people talk about, oh, you have to earn trust. Yeah, there's an element of that. But inside of our paradigm, we offer it from the door. We offer space for folks to make choices, and we offer space for folks to make mistakes and also be okay with that.
Without Ujamaa, A lot of these artists would be packing up their things and dragging them to and fro to all kinds of vending events, and I'm telling you, that can wear you out. They wouldn't even recognize the beauty and the value of the products that they have. A whole lot of this work would never, ever be seen. Because again, there aren't many spaces for Africana artists in any city, actually. But in the city of Pittsburgh, it's even more rare. The artists have opportunities to come into this space and to demonstrate how they either created their own products, the ideas they have. They can do workshops here and show individuals some of the things that they themselves have learned. You have authors who come in here and present their books and do book signings, do readings. Where can they do that? And what kind of space could host them in that way? Ujamaa does that on a daily basis. This is not rare or unique, not for Ujamaa, because it is the work that we do, because again, we are who we seek to serve. The idea that I need what I need, my sister needs that too. So we've recognized that over time that we create the very thing we need. And that's what makes us not only unique, but greatly valuable. We onboarded new members recently. That excitement that these sisters demonstrate, the tears that you get just from conversations, the affirmations that you get from these women lets me know without question, I'm not only in the right place, but I'm doing the thing I'm supposed to be doing. And that's something that I could not have known had I not come to this place and invested myself in this work. And I'm most grateful for that above everything.